Welcome, traveller. Before roads were mapped, before kingdoms learned to argue over borders, there was Zzzanethra, a world shaped less by conquest and more by coincidence. A place where ancient magic sleeps beneath roots and rivers, where history often begins in small places, quiet places, long before it ever reaches the pages of legend. Zzzanethra is wide, vast. Its mountains remember older names. Its forests whisper to those patient enough to listen. And its people, well, its people tend to stumble into destiny while simply trying to get through the day. And so we begin, not in a capital city, not on a battlefield, but in a valley of towering oaks and low stone walls. Oakhaven. Oakhaven is known as the Gateway Village, not because it guards a gate, but because nearly everyone who goes on to do something important passes through here first. Oakhaven is governed by a council of elders, who, by most accounts, are far more dangerous when discussing the annual harvest festival than when addressing actual threats. These days, the greatest concern in Oakhaven is neither war nor famine, but squirrels. A great squirrel migration, they call it. Attics overrun, acorns everywhere, and more than one sleepless night spent arguing whether this is an omen or simply very determined wildlife. Still, Oakhaven remains peaceful, green, grounded, a place where adventures begin, whether one intends them to or not. Every village has a heart. In Oakhaven, that heart beats warm and steady beneath low timber beams just off the central road. The Dancing Hearth. The ceiling is low enough to make tall folks stoop. The fireplace is large enough to roast a whole hog, and the air smells of smoke, fresh bread, and something just a bit sweeter. Behind the bar, always polishing, always watching, is Barnaby Stoutheart. Barney, to everyone who matters, a halfling, round of body, generous of spirit, perpetually dusted with flour and good intentions. His laugh shakes his entire frame. His advice is unsolicited, but usually correct. And he has an uncanny ability to spot new bloods, what he calls those seeking adventure, the moment they step through the door.
Fire treats you kindly, eh? That's how you know you're welcome. Oakhaven's been lively lately. Squirrels in the rafters, elders in a fuss, and folk passing through with that look in their eye. Council's arguing again. Harvest festival banners this year, or lanterns. Important business. If you stay in the night, keep your pack closed. Squirrels here have nimble fingers and no respect for personal property. Still, not a bad place to begin. Roads out of Oakhaven lead to all sorts of trouble. Eventually.
Oakhaven has seen more adventurers lately, far more than usual. Bands of steel and bravado passing through, maps unfolded, stories exaggerated, all of them convinced they are the beginning of something important. Barney notices these things. He always does. He knows the signs. And he knows where roads tend to lead next. Port Crestwave, a name spoken with equal parts promise and concern.
Before you go up to your room for the evening, there's something I might ask of you. This shield was left behind by a grumpy knight. Sir Kalen's his name. Headed for Port Crestwave, he said. Pretended he didn't care, but he'll need it. If you're going that way, I'd sleep easier knowing it found him.
Some places linger with you, not because of what happened there, but because of how they made you feel. The Dancing Hearth is one such place, and Barnaby Stoutheart, whether he intends to or not, becomes part of the story of everyone who passes through.
Cloudy morning means the road will be muddy. Still, roads have a way of sorting things out. Take care out there. And when you pass through again, there'll be a fire waiting. Until next time, new blood.
And so, with the fire behind you and the road ahead, you leave Oakhaven. The rain has eased now, not stopped entirely, just softened. Enough to wash the dust from the stones, enough to quiet the world. Your boots find their rhythm on the road, familiar, steady. The valley opens slowly, oaks giving way to rolling fields, stone walls fading into hedgerows and mist. Somewhere ahead lies Port Crestwave, a city of salt air and gull cries, of ships that arrive heavy with stories and leave lighter than they came. But that is for another night. For now, there is only the road, and the comfort of knowing you are not late. The shield rests safely in your pack, its weight a quiet promise, not of danger, but of purpose, the kind that waits patiently, like the tide. Lanterns glow faintly in the distance, farmhouses, crossroads, shelter should you need it. And if sleep finds you before the city ever does, that is all right. The world of Zzzanethra has learned to wait. The road will still be there when you wake. Port Crestwave will still stand upon the shore, and the fire at the Dancing Hearth will burn again. Until next time, traveller, may your rest be deep and your dreams kind.